So I'm at a football game, right? And it's the same day where one of the stories in this video takes place. If you haven't seen this video, basically I got this girl's number and we had like one convo while I was at this game. And after that I was kind of like, and then I was kind of like, So fast forward a little bit later during the game, I was informing one of my friends of the night's events and the information I had learned about this girl whose number I got earlier that day. And while I was breaking it down to him, explaining everything in great detail, a wonderful yap session, a girl walked up to us and was like, my friend thinks you're cute and she wants you to follow her on Instagram. And I look over like, and I look at my bro and then back at her and I was like, I wasn't low-key feeling it. I was like, in my head, no, I'm not gonna do that. So I said, yeah, that I could follow her friend on Insta. And then she tells me her friend's Insta and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll follow her later. And I started turning back to my friend because I thought this interaction was over with. I thought she was gonna be like, okay, I told him what was up from my friend, I'm gonna walk away. But she did not do that because while I was turning, she went, follow her right now. And I was like, okay. And she was like, take your phone out and follow her right now. Now I'm like, well, I'm way too deep into this to like walk away from this side quest. So I pull my phone out, go to Instagram while this girl is basically looking over my shoulder at my phone, making sure that I follow her friend. And I find the Instagram, I follow her, I show her that I completed this quest. She was like, alright, bet, and walked away. And I just look at my friend and go back to explaining what I was explaining before. Whatever just happened. Cause like I was low-key just existing. And the girl sent her friend on a side mission to come get me to follow her. So another time I was leaving lunch, right? Walking out of the cafeteria with my friends, and I was walking, looking at something on my phone. And like midway through our journey, a girl walks up to me and everyone else kept walking in the hallway. She goes, can I have your number? And I looked at her and I was like processing in my brain like, should I? And then I made up my mind. I was like, okay, I'm gonna say nah. And then I said, yeah, I know, bro, but like, I don't know, it's hard for me to like say no to people, especially if the person I want to say no to is literally right in front of me. So instead of saying nah, I'm chilling and walking away, I told her sure, which was a mistake. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So she was like, here, give me your phone. And I give it to her. She put her number in it and then she told me her name and I told her my name and I walked away. And all my friends on the hallway were like saying, Unspoken Rizz, yeah. But little did I know, giving her my number gave me a one-way ticket to a group chat, you feel me? Like, trust me, I learned my lesson being nice. Cause like there is so much lore going on with this. Like, I'm not even gonna say it all, but like she was on me for like a whole nother week and I just kept trying to like be nice and basically tell her I'm not trying to mess with her. And it was a whole thing anyway. So cut to like a month ago, I'm at lunch with 3 of my friends and we were looking for a location to chill because this teacher cleared out our last sitting location. So basically we were just wandering around looking for a new location. And we ended up finding this little table in like the corner of this hallway and we were chilling there. And then 2 of my friends who I'd be walking around with lunch sometimes pulled up with this girl. And for some context, this girl they were with was a girl that my homeboy was talking to like a week before. And they were talking and they got together and then they broke up or something. It was a whole thing, whole bunch of lore. But basically I was talking to all 3 of them at one point, and one of my friends was talking to us about how me, him, and our homeboy usually all be switching up our shoes, but today we all had the same black forces on. And then the girl said we all look goofy or something. And I was like, well, not me, I always put that shit on regardless. This is my fit, by the way, that day. And then she like looked me up and down and was like, yeah, you look fine. And then both of them were like, oh, she on you. And I'm like, nah, she didn't mean it like that, watch out. And then she was like, let me see, move your dreads out the way. And then I moved some of my dreads and she was like, yeah, the other way too. And they lost it. I mean, like they both started going, oh, and I'm just like, no, hell nah. Because number one, I had just started talking to someone and I'm a little delulu, so for all exclusive purposes, I was taken. Number two, she was literally on my homeboy body, like not even a week ago. So I'm like, no. And I look over to one of my friends like, help me, please. I do not want to be in this situation no more. And eventually, I had made up my mind on walking around with them, and we started heading down the main hallway together. And it was the girl on the far end, my friend next to her, and then my other friend next to me, and then me on the very other end. And we were all walking in this big group in the hallway, and I was dead on my phone chilling the whole time, just walking, just chilling pretty much. And the next thing you know, I looked up and we're on the other side of the school, and I see them boys speed walk away off to go say hi to one of their friends. I just looked back down my phone and then looked back up at a little further of walking down, and then now it was just me and this girl, and she was walking a little further in front of me, and I was like on purpose walking slower and on my phone so she would hopefully forget I was with them in the first place. But nope, she turned around and was like, your little friends left you. And I was like acting dumb like, oh yeah they did. And then she slowed down to match my pace, so now we're walking together, and I was on my phone scrolling through my goddamn weather app and my notes, making myself look busy so she wouldn't try to talk to me, right? And that plan didn't work whatsoever, because when we rounded the next corner in this hallway, she was like, where did they go? And I was like, I don't know, we're probably gonna have to do another lap to go find them, because the hallway we're in was a giant circle. So I was guessing they were a little ahead of us, and if we kept walking we would meet them eventually, right? So after turning this corner, I didn't see her to my right anymore in my peripheral vision. I was like, and then I felt something pulling my backpack. I was like, what the hell? So I turned around and she was right there, and she was like, I like your backpack. And I got this little Shadow the Hedgehog kid backpack, and after she complimented my backpack, I was like, yeah, appreciate that. And she said, yeah, I like me a cultured guy. And I was like, okay, she's flirting with me. I gotta escape the situation ASAP, no Rocky. Like, only options I saw here was to be like, yo, what's that? Point in the other direction and flee. Like, what else was I supposed to do? I didn't want to be mean and be like, please don't talk to me. I know all your lore. My homeboy has told me about it in our car rides. I know everything. Get away from me. Like, I didn't know what to do in this situation. But then like a light bulb went off in my head. I was like, why don't I just bring up my homeboy who she was talking to last week? And then an opportunity came, I guess you can say, because she started talking about the reason she was walking around with us in the first place. She was saying she was laying low to be around less known people. I'm thinking in my head like, yeah, I know exactly why you're trying to lay low, gang. Like, I know everything. See, she didn't know I knew everything. I had the method. I knew the plan. So I was like, yeah, I'm thinking I know exactly why you're trying to lay low. And she looked at me and I said, it might have to do with somebody I know named. And then I said my homeboy's name. And she dead stopped walking and paused in place. Like in the middle of the hallway while we're walking, she just stopped walking entirely to like, I don't know, take in and process that like, I'm not a nobody and I know everything. You feel me? And because of her reaction stopping, botting out in the middle of the hallway, I started laughing. Like I just started laughing. And then she said, I just lost all my respect for you. And I'm just like, mission complete. Hey, we did it. And then after we rounded another corner with no sign of my friends in sight, she said, I'm gonna go sit down. I'm tired of walking. And then she turned around and walked away. And I was like, freedom. I'm free. I escaped the situation. I did everything perfectly. And then also I was like, where did they go? Because now I'm thinking they peeped she was trying to mess with me and said, let's dip and give these two some alone time. So I'm like, these guys, they done hold me, bro. Like, what's going on? So I walk into the main hallway like, where the hell are these boys at? And after getting down to the other side of school, I found them. And I ended up walking to them going like, you hold me, bro. And they were pleading their case like, oh, they walked off to go see their friend and they didn't mean to leave us alone like that. And I'm like, it doesn't matter, bro. You left me alone with her. And one of them was just like, yeah, bro, she was feeling you though. She was feeling you. I'm like, no, I'm not on that. Because at the time I was trying to keep it low key, that the fact I was talking to someone, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want anyone on my business. But like I said, I'm a little delulu. So even like a week into talking to someone, I was like, yeah, there's a ring on my finger. Trust me. So I don't care what that girl was on, especially because not even a week prior to all these events happening, she was on my homeboy. They were like together and like, you know what I'm saying? They were all on each other. So it's like, what's going on? Like she saw me and said, oh yeah, this is my next dreadhead in the rotation. Cause my homeboy literally is me, but like 6'3" and has like shorter dreads. You see what I'm saying? So I was like, I wasn't trying to be the next one. So I think I know the method, the easy fix to all these problems. Like when I get back to school, I'm gonna wear a shirt that says, I hurt my girlfriend. Get away from me. What's good, gang? We just gonna pretend like I haven't like not uploaded since like December. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, I'm sorry. I'm back. That will never happen again. This is genuinely the longest amount of time I've never like uploaded a video on this channel. Like that was like a month and a couple weeks, you know what I'm saying? Which is bad, I know, and I won't let that happen again, trust me. I'm sorry guys, but I'm back now. Expect animations back around the regular schedule that I was on. I don't even remember, but I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it, and we hit 200k. Like, oh, it's crazy. Sorry, I had to take it all in, you know what I'm saying? We hit 200k in the less amount of time that took me to hit 100k, which is crazy. And I love all of you and appreciate that like crazy. I don't know, I'm yapping. Love you guys. Thank you.